So is Maverick gearing up for another round of action? And what's the scoop on Edge of Tomorrow 2? With Tom Cruise's latest deal, it seems like the sequel might be closer than ever. Alright, let's break down everything we know about both franchises and get into the nitty-gritty details. First things first, let's talk about Tom Cruise's fresh deal with Warner Brothers, which might just be the push Edge of Tomorrow 2 needs to finally happen. Now, onto the latest buzz about Top Gun 3 confirmation. Following the smash success of Top Gun Maverick, it seems like a third installment is in the works, with Tom Cruise reprising his role as Maverick alongside Miles Teller as Rooster and Glenn Powell as Hangman. During a recent chat with Screen Rant about the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, producer Jerry Bruckheimer spilled the beans on Top Gun 3's storyline and production timeline. According to Bruckheimer, director Joseph Kosinski has a fantastic idea for the story that Cruise is really into. When asked if Powell might step up, Bruckheimer confirmed that Cruise would be leading the pack once again. But there's a catch. Given Cruise's jam-packed schedule, it's uncertain when production will kick off. Bruckheimer's full comments shed light on the situation. It will be Tom Cruise. Tom is amazing. We spent time with him. We have a story. Joe Kosinski had a wonderful story idea for it, and he said I like that, so we're developing it. But you never know when it's going to get made because Tom is so busy. He's doing Mission Impossible right now. He's got a picture after it. Hopefully we'll get a screenplay that he loves and we'll be back in the air again. Tom Cruise's latest deal with Warner Brothers might just be the catalyst needed to kick Edge of Tomorrow 2 into gear. Cruise, who's been a powerhouse in action cinema since his Top Gun days, has maintained his star status over the decades, thanks to franchises like Mission Impossible and ventures into other genres, like the sci-fi thriller Edge of Tomorrow. Directed by Doug Liman and based on Hiroshi Sakurazaka's novel, Edge of Tomorrow captivated audiences with its time loop narrative and intense action sequences. Despite its success, a sequel has been stuck in development limbo, but with Cruise's new deal with Warner Brothers, things could be finally looking up for Edge of Tomorrow 2. Warner Brothers isn't new territory for Cruise. It's the studio behind some of his most iconic films, including Risky Business and Eyes Wide Shut. Their collaboration on Edge of Tomorrow in 2014 proved fruitful, and now, with Cruise back in the Warner Brothers fold, the prospects for Edge of Tomorrow 2 seem brighter than ever. The sequel, tentatively titled Live, Die, Repeat, and Repeat, has been in the works for years, with Doug Liman signed on to direct and Cruise and Emily Blunt sent to reprise their roles. However, scheduling conflicts have been a major hurdle. Cruise's new deal could potentially resolve these conflicts, paving the way for the long-awaited sequel to finally move forward. So, with Cruise's return to Warner Brothers and Edge of Tomorrow 2 potentially on the horizon, could this be the moment fans have been waiting for? It seems like the pieces are finally falling into place for the sequel to become a reality. With that being said, Top Gun 3's storyline remains shrouded in mystery, especially since the ending of Top Gun Maverick didn't explicitly pave the way for a sequel. However, there are enough loose ends left hanging to naturally unfold into a new adventure. Much like its predecessor, the third installment will probably center around a fresh mission that beckons Maverick and his elite squadron of Top Gun pilots back into action. With the same talented team likely to craft the screenplay, there's a good chance that Top Gun 3 will boast a script as compelling as its predecessor, which earned an unexpected Oscar nod for Best Adapted Screenplay. But the big question mark hovering over Top Gun 3 is its production timeline. Tom Cruise's packed schedule, currently tied up with filming Mission Impossible 8, poses a significant hurdle. And even after wrapping up that project, Cruise has another film on the horizon, rumored to be a collaboration with acclaimed director Alejandro G. Iñárritu. Add to that the possibility of further commitments under his new deal with Warner Brothers, including the long-awaited Edge of Tomorrow 2, and the timeline for Top Gun 3 becomes even more uncertain. The conclusion of Top Gun Maverick saw Maverick facing a series of challenges after the death of Iceman, Admiral Tom Kazansky. Stripped of his instructor role at Top Gun, Maverick took matters into his own hands by stealing a plane and proving the trainees wrong with a flawless simulation. His leadership during the subsequent mission, aimed at destroying an underground uranium facility, brought resolution to lingering animosities and solidified his bond with Rooster, the son of his late partner, Goose. Assigned to head the mission with the team, comprising Phoenix, Bob, Payback, Fanboy, and Rooster, Maverick faced intense pressure to navigate through canyons and enemy fire to reach the target. Despite challenges like malfunctioning equipment and enemy attacks, the team's training paid off as they successfully destroyed the facility. However, the mission took a dangerous turn when Maverick's plane was shot down while protecting Rooster. Though initially abandoned by command, Maverick was rescued by Rooster, who defied orders to save him. After a harrowing ordeal, including Rooster's own aircraft being shot down, the duo reunited and managed to escape in an old F-14 Tomcat. Their flight was soon intercepted by enemy planes, setting the stage for a thrilling aerial showdown. In Top Gun Maverick, both Maverick and Rooster survive the intense mission's challenges. Maverick's quick thinking and expert flying skills lead to a thrilling aerial showdown, where he outmaneuvers enemy planes despite being out of weapons. However, their victory isn't guaranteed as a new enemy fighter closes in on them. In a tense moment, Maverick urges Goose to eject, but they face another obstacle when the canopy of their old plane fails to open. Just in time, Hangman comes to their rescue, destroying the enemy fighter and ensuring their safe return to the aircraft carrier. Maverick's daring actions earned them a hero's welcome, with Maverick even performing his signature flyby maneuver to assert his presence. The rivalry between Hangman and Rooster ends, mirroring the resolution between Maverick and Iceman in the original Top Gun. Additionally, Maverick achieves a significant milestone by becoming the first pilot to shoot down 5 enemy planes, cementing his status as a legendary fighter pilot. However, the sequel also brings a somber moment with the off-screen death of Val Kilmer's Iceman, who receives a fitting tribute. The conclusion of Top Gun Maverick not only wraps up the current story, but also leaves room for a potential Top Gun 3. While the sequel took years to materialize, the setup for the next installment seems promising, hinting at a quicker turnaround. One possible direction for the sequel is to focus on the next generation of pilots, with characters like Rooster and Hangman leading the way in a new buddy action storyline, complemented by other fresh faces introduced in Top Gun Maverick. While the spotlight may shift to the younger characters, there's still room for Tom Cruise's Maverick to play a significant role. Similar to the Creed series, Top Gun could transition to a new protagonist while maintaining a connection to the original hero. Maverick could take on a mentorship role, guiding the new generation while continuing to grapple with the aftermath of Goose's death and his own evolution. Alternatively, if the sequel opts to continue Maverick's journey, there are intriguing possibilities to explore. His conversations with Iceman suggest a readiness to embrace new challenges with the Navy, perhaps leading to a story delving into Maverick's struggle with authority in the age of drone warfare, a theme hinted at in Top Gun Maverick. Whether the focus shifts to the next generation or remains on Maverick himself, Top Gun 3 holds promise for further exciting developments in the franchise. And that's a wrap for today's video. But hold on to your seats, because there's a whole bunch of awesome sequels heading our way in the world of cinema. If you enjoyed what you saw, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more cool content. We'd love to hear from you in the comments section below. What was your favorite part of the video? Thanks a bunch for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.